Hi everyone, my name is Christina. I'm a Herbalife personal wellness coach, and today I'm going to show you how to make tomato and bread soup. It's going to be good for winter and the colder days, and also really nice now that we're getting into spring as well. So first up, I've just chopped up 2 kilos of tomatoes. Just plain tomatoes is fine. Some fresh basil, 2 red onions, and we've got 2 capsicum as well. Alright, with your red onions, just chop them up in quarters, keep it simple. And the day you're going to blend it up anyway, so all you're going to do is chop it up so it's nice and easy to cook, but still simple. Once you've done this, you also want to preheat your oven to about 200 degrees Celsius, just for a conventional oven. If you've got fan force, probably around about 180. Alright, for your capsicum, really quick and easy way to do it. Push your fingers in and pull it apart. Don't need a knife. Pull it off, give it a whack, and you're done. And this literally, you can chop it up roughly, so it's roughly the same, or you can even just tear it apart. There we go. Alright. Cut that on there. So what we're going to do next is we're going to sprinkle some basil leaves or oregano, whichever you got, on top. Bit of Thai herbs, some salt and pepper. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add the garlic. You can do about half a bowl with garlic. I love my garlic, so I'm just doing a full one. Just break it up and try and separate all the cloves. Or you can just do that. Now with your garlics, you don't even have to worry about peeling them, because what we're going to do is we're going to smash them and then pop them into your pan. The whole point of this is just to roast it to get that flavour going awesome. And then once you've got that flavour, then we literally just finish off the cooking process in the pan or stock pot, add a bit of liquid to it and the bread, and then it's all done. So with this, just grab your garlic cloves that you've got, using the side of your knife, just give it a smash. Good if you've had a busy day or a stressful day. Take it out in your garlic and just chuck it in, working around. All done. Use some extra virgin olive oil, and we're just going to give it a nice good drizzle. Try and get around the sides so you're getting underneath. You can use extra virgin olive oil, or you can use rice bran oil. I'm actually using rice bran oil, but I've upcycled my glass jar. But either one is fine as long as you're using extra virgin. Otherwise, not quite as good for you as the other kinds. Alright, so once that's done, that's pretty much all you've got to do. Then we're going to put it into the oven for 50 minutes, let it cook. You can do 50 to 60 minutes depending on your oven. You want it nice and sticky kind of at the end of that 50 minutes, alright? So I'll see you in about 50-60 minutes. Hi everyone, so welcome back. The veggies are all nice and roasted and smell amazing. So what we're doing now is just taking out the garlics out of the skin. So squish it out, and then you can just discard the skin. That one's already been removed. And then we're just going to scoop these lovely roast veggies into a nice hot pan. In that pan, I've got a little bit of rice bran oil, just so it doesn't stick. I want to get all this lovely goodness into this pan. Smells so good. Alright. So once we get this into the pan, we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, just a little bit, not too much salt. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of red wine vinegar, just a splash, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar, just a splash, just to get those flavours going amazing. And then also add a litre of hot water and 1 big spoon of the Marcel vegetable stock. Alright, and that will just help you round off those flavours. We're also going to add about 1/3 of a loaf of dark rye bread into the mix. My loaves are usually quite large, so I used 1/3. If you're using just a normal size bread loaf, use about half a loaf. Okay. Just scooping that all in. Making sure you've got a bit of protection. Scoop all those yummy juices in. Clean up the rubbish. Oh, it smells awesome. Okay. So I'm going to add a litre of water. Just hot water from your tap. Try not to make a mess like I just did. And you can add a bit more water if you like. I think I probably will because I like mine a bit more liquidy. But just go based on your own preference. Also adding a few sprigs of just roughly chopped fresh basil. Add that to it. So there's a big spoon of it because we're using water. Alright, just like that. Just a splash of red wine vinegar. And a little splash of balsamic. And that will just really get those flavours going. Bit of salt and pepper. I've already ripped up my bread. Just want to. Good thing about this recipe is if you've got a loaf of bread that's a couple of days old, so it's almost stale, it's perfect because you're never going to know the difference. Just mix that in. Oh, yum. Is it sad that I have to wait for tomorrow to eat this? Oh, it smells so good. Alright, so once it's all nicely combined, alright, just like that, you want to let it bring that water back up to a boil. Once it's up to a boil, cook it on a simmer, so on a medium to low heat for about 10 minutes. And I'll see you back here and we'll get started on the next step. Okay guys, welcome back. So now brought it up to the boil, and then put it onto a simmer for about 10 minutes. Now it should be nice and soft. The bread should be almost falling apart. Smells amazing. Probably doesn't look as appetizing, but it's not quite finished yet. So what we're going to do next is we're going to blend it up. So just grabbing a handheld stick mixer. If you don't have one of them, use a blender in small quantities, but probably let it cool down a bit. Otherwise, you can also use a food processor. Alright, so we're just going to blend it up. Don't mind the noise. should have it nice and smooth now. Oh, yeah. So once that's done, it's ready to serve. So just serve it up. You might grab a ladle. Alright. There you go. If you wanted to make it really thick and luxurious, put it back onto the stove for another 10 minutes onto a simmer and just let it reduce down a bit. Alright. And serve it with a bit of toasted rye bread. There you go. A little bit of drizzle of olive oil just on top. Just a little drizzle. There you go. And there you have my tomato and bread soup. Completely healthy but amazing flavour. Hope you enjoy it.